In the name of Allah, who is the most merciful and the most gracious. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, students, to all of you. This topic goes for the class 5th. And today we are going to start our next chapter, that is air and water. Students, this chapter is very much important because in this chapter we are going to read about the two most important natural resources, that is the air and the water. These are actually the two important natural resources due to which life is possible on this planet, that's Earth. So students, in the absence of air and water, if air or water is not present on the planet, on this Earth, we cannot live our lives. So it is because of the water and air that we are able to survive on this planet. Students, human beings cannot live without air and water. Actually, without air we can not survive even for some minutes, and without water also we cannot survive for more than 2 days. So air is the most important natural resource because without air we can not survive even for 2 minutes. Students, we need air for breathing, we need air for respiration, while as we need water for different activities of our daily lives like bathing, cooking, etc. The different activities of life, we just, for that we need water. So these are the most two precious important natural resources of Earth. Students, out of the different planets of the solar system, Earth is the only planet on which life exists, and it is because of the presence of these two natural sources, that is air and water. So you can think that how much water and air are necessary for our lives. Now we will talk about air. What is air? Students, air is actually a mixture of gases. That is, it contains different gases like oxygen, it contains carbon dioxide, contains nitrogen, contains hydrogen, etc. So we say that air is a mixture of gases and it is present all around us, starting from the Earth's surface. Actually, students, we cannot see or we cannot smell the air, but what can we do? That is, we can feel the air as it moves. Students, the blowing air, that is the fast moving air, is called as wind. And as I already told you that we need air, that is, air contains oxygen and we need this oxygen for breathing. Similarly, plants need carbon dioxide, which is actually present in the air, and plants need carbon dioxide for their survival. So air is very much important for us because it contains all important gases which are actually needed by the plants and the animals. Now students, will see what is atmosphere. Students, atmosphere, we define it as the blanket of air that surrounds our Earth is called as atmosphere. On your book you can see this is the Earth and this is the blanket of air which is called as atmosphere. Students, it extends up to 350 km above the surface of, and as we move higher and higher in the atmosphere, the quantity of air becomes lesser and lesser. Students, while moving higher up in the atmosphere, the quantity of air becomes less. Why it becomes less? Because the force of gravitation of Earth pulls the air towards it, and as we go higher and higher, the quantity of air decreases. Now talking about uses of atmosphere. What is the use of atmosphere? Students, number first thing, that it provides oxygen to we people, that is to animals, for their survival. And number second, that it provides carbon dioxide to plants too. Number third, it maintains the temperature of Earth, and it also burns the meteorite content before they reach the Earth's surface. And students, the most important function of the atmosphere is that it protects the Earth from the harmful rays of the sun. There is a layer in the atmosphere which is called as stratosphere, and this stratosphere protects our environment from the harmful ultraviolet rays. These ultraviolet rays are very much harmful for our skin and also for the Earth, and this is because of the stratosphere, which is a layer of atmosphere, that it does not allow these UV rays to cross the stratosphere, and hence it protects us from the harmful rays of the sun, that are the UV rays. Now we will see what is the composition of air. Students, as I already told you, that air is a mixture of gases, and it contains the major portion of nitrogen, that is 78% nitrogen is present in air, 21% oxygen is present in air, and the rest 1% of gases are carbon dioxide. We say that carbon dioxide lies in the quantity 0.03%, and actually the main portion of the gases is made by nitrogen, which is 78%, oxygen, which is 21%, and the rest 1% is made by neon, carbon dioxide, ozone, etc. Students, our air also contains water vapor and dust particles as well. So students, this was actually the atmosphere and uses of atmosphere. The most important use of atmosphere, that it protects us, its layers protect us from ultraviolet radiations. And the composition of air, we saw that it consists of 78% of nitrogen, you can see on your book, 21% of oxygen, and the remaining 1% is made by another gases like neon, carbon dioxide, and ozone, etc. Now students, we will talk about oxygen. Students, oxygen is the most important gas actually, that helps us in breathing, and it is the process of burning that also needs oxygen. We will talk about oxygen in our next topic.